Dr. Mehta, how many cancer survivors have you known personally, and how many have you worked with?
Uh, Hundreds for sure. Have lost count ever since my mother had it 18 years back. In the last 18 years, very many. In fact, I put up a center at Tata Memorial Hospital, which is completely gratis to look after the cancer victors. I would not call them survivors. Victors, I would not call them victims. And there is nothing to fight, there is nothing to conquer. Cancer is a part of you. Love it, attend to it, address it with empathy, compassion, and attention. And don't be aggressive with it, don't be violent with it. And it will go away, dissolve one fine day. Build new memories, build new pathways. So, your thought, word, deed, attitude, optimism, compassion, and appropriate behavior, appropriate intelligent choices of life, mingling with the environment, mingling with the elements, taking the elemental energy, allowing the elements, environment, Mother Nature to stimulate you. Embrace yoga, Ayurveda, naturopathy, because as I always say, that with yoga, Ayurveda, and naturopathy, one can make a dead man walk and a dumb man talk.
Lovely, lovely. So, Dr. Mehta, I watched the video of that you made of your mother, where you've actually proved it, and it's not on a patient; it is someone that you love the dearest, and you've tried that, and you've succeeded in creating a victor out of her. Now, do you believe that besides medicine, radiation, chemotherapy, there are things that can help a patient fight and defeat cancer? Now, among all these people that you have seen emerging victorious, what was that commonality that you found in everyone?
One common thing was optimism, faith, self belief, and mind over matter, triumphing against all odds. Champions are born out of challenges, whatever your circumstances may be, however storm in the ocean. If one learns how to surf, the tides will change, the time will change. You know, all diseases are an outcome of ignorance. We call it avidya. It is a part of kleshas. So avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. So these kleshas put together give rise to all kinds of problems, diseases, ailments in life. So life of ignorance gives diseases. Life of light brings back ease and heals it all.
Right. And Dr. Mehta, you spoke about positivity and, but at times when I've spoken to cancer patients, they said, people around, they come and say, sab theek ho jayega, and, think positive, keep positive. They said it's very toxic when people come and talk about this. What is your opinion on this?
Well, when people do say theek ho jayega and be positive about it, I'm sure they mean well. I think with each such line ringing in your ears, you must be very you must be very emphatic in your own behavior and say that, wow, if people are saying it must be true. And the more you reinforce this belief, the more it happens. Biology of belief, Dr. Bruce Lipton. Every understanding, perspective, perception, belief, knowledge will change the landscape and the fabric of your cellular regeneration. And it works. More and more optimism comes to you. More and more people tell you it will be fine. More and more people give you hope. The hope turns into healing and health.
That's very beautiful, Dr. Mehta. Specifically for you, I have this question that can yoga and spirituality, whether in silos or together, help people overcome the challenge that they're facing as a cancer patient?
Certainly, even if you're doing things partially or consciously orchestrating all these good things of life, Certainly it helps. Every move, every step towards healing, wholeness, integration helps. But if the strength of the disease is very strong, you need a more than 100% giving it in from your side. Your determination, your sankalpa has to be very strong. But strong and not aggressive, strong and not violent, strong and happy, joyful, healing.
Right. And Dr. Miki Mehta, when uh, somebody is given a news about they having cancer, there's a lot of fear that sets in. And probably, in my opinion, that is the first emotion that gets triggered. And courage and is the emotion that is needed to overcome that fear. But as you said, you need faith. Now, how can a patient who's going through so much of mental turmoil other than the physical challenge trigger that faith in themselves?
Okay, so one is faith should also come from outside, family and friends. Very few people are born optimistic and are full of faith and are driven by purpose, by cause, by reason, by objectives, by goal settings. Such people will certainly drive their own selves. But we all need to be support systems for all such affected, vulnerable, weak in mind, weak in spirit people, and galvanize them. Get them galvanized, get them energized, get them naturalized, get them humanized, immunized, revitalized, get them Mickey-mized.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Dr. Mehta, nowadays people speak about therapies. There are various therapies that are there for cancer patients as well as uh, those who have survived cancer. What therapies are known to work for cancer patients? Do you have, what is your opinion, sir?
Uh, Lots of naturopathy therapies of sunbathing, mud packs, hot tub dips, then wheatgrass, lots of Ayurveda therapies of Abhyangama, selectively, only where there is needed, Nasyam, Basti, Virechan, Vaman, that is induced vomits, Shirodhara, very dynamic, very powerful. In yoga, once again, customized, individualized, Kapalbhati, Anuloma Viloma, Amri, Shavasana, Dhyan, Sadhana, chanting. All these therapies are super powerful, super powerful. Listening to the chirping of the birds. Agnihotra is one such great therapy I've used with so many people, and it has worked magic. Agnihotra, there are so many scientific papers on Agnihotra, which says that it clarifies, clears the field around you of germs, bacteria. There's also one more study which says that up to 12 kilometers above you, it clarifies the field of toxic energy, and the field opens up and you can download all the blessings pour in.
That is so amazing. That is so amazing. Dr. Miki Mehta, life changes for a patient the moment the news is broken, both for the patient as well as the immediate family around the patient. How do you think the news must be broken, as per your opinion? What you speak is one thing, but how you define the future, the perspective of the future gets created in the minds of the patient and the family. Well, sometimes they say that there's a 5% chance of survival, but the way you speak it creates a perspective whether you are in the 95% or you could be the 5%. So, what is your opinion on how the news should be broken to the person who's having that condition?
Whatever percentage, may it be 1, may it be 0, but if there is a chance, because even from 0, you can go to 1. There were 2 cases almost similar in America, almost same age ladies had cancer of the same type and same grade. And doctors said 10% chance of survival and let's say it was a month of June. You may not survive for more than 6 months. One lady saw 10% as fatal, and the other lady saw 10% as an opportunity. So the lady who saw it as an opportunity says, it not possible, my grandson is coming on Christmas, I have to meet him. That lady not only lived for 6 months, lived for 6 years thereafter. And for the lady who thought that 6 months are only 6 months to go, 10%, oh my God, all hell broke loose and collapsed soon. So optimism and faith to be built in human beings and say we can walk this together. We can be co-creators of the destiny of our own health, wellness, healing, wholeness. We have 2 legs to walk towards it, hands to make it, a mind to perceive it, a heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. Can we walk this together? We are there. Let's see what happens. Nothing is larger than faith. Cancer cannot be larger than optimism and divinity. So only a human consciousness has the ability to rise above gods and fall below animals. So use that consciousness to overpower it all. Cut the struggle, start the endeavor and the initiative. Don't fight it, love it. Don't try to conquer it and win over it. Just empathize with it. Be compassionate about it. Accept it. Swikriti. Once there is Swikriti, there is Santulan. Once there is Swikriti and Santulan, there is Samarthan. Divine Samarthan. Once there is Samarthan, you become Samarth. Capable. Once you are Samarth, you become Saksham. Potential. Once you are Saksham, then there is Sankalpa. Determination. Once there is Sankalpa, you create your own Shrishti and your own Samruddhi.
So beautiful. So beautiful. Dr. Miki Mehta, the family around the patient has like you said, a very important role to play. What is your suggestion based on your own experiences and observations of people that you've seen to the family of anyone who's suffering with cancer?
Families give up before the patient. They say, okay, you don't have much time, let's do whatever you want to do. Can you beat it? But there are families who say, hello, let's build this together. Let's rebuild your health together. We are there. No sooner in any ailment, especially challenged and terminally ill people, when the family comes together, laughs, sings, dances, eats healthy, breathes healthy, does prayers, does meditation, trust me, the 10% chance becomes 50% chance, 50% chance becomes 100% chance. And you keep improving the chance every day. The percentage of chance keeps improving every day. And you can be 100% healed, whole, and healthy.
Dr. Miki Mehta, I'm mindful of your time, but I'll ask you a last question because that is something comes to our mind basis my knowing you for more than a year and a half now. Nobody understands health and scriptures the way you do, in my opinion. And so is there some mention of cancer and how it can be treated, which is there in the scriptures that you may have studied?
Not in particularly cancer, but diseases and ailments can be sorted. The Patanjali Sutra says, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana, Samadhi. They can overcome the forces of entropy, time, matter, space, light, motion, mass, causation, effect, which causes degeneration, disintegration, disease, disorder, decay, death. Can be countered by Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana, Samadhi. Now, this means your interaction with your energy and interaction with your own discipline, interaction with the energy of the environment and your dincharya, then postures in poetry, which is asanas, then pranayama, which is the dynamic breathing, then pratyahara, internalizing of senses, dhyana, sadhana, focus, dharana, sadhana, focus, Samadhi, the ultimate opening up of your being so that you can receive light of enlightenment, awakening, Jagruti, Sajakta. So obviously, even in Ayurveda, there are so many chapters and references which says that one can be healed of just anything. When Lord Dhanavantri, the father of Ayurveda, was asked what all can be used for health, healing, and wholeness, and for vitality and eternity, he says, ask me what all can't be used. Right from sunshine to air to ether, which is accessible in meditation, to earth's gravity, everything can be used for health, healing, wholeness. The tides can be used, the time can be used, the timelessness can be used, the stillness can be used, the dynamism can be used, and most fundamentally, breath, nutrition. Nutrition of the natural kind, nutrition of the cosmic kind. Before food, there is sunshine, air, ether, gravity, which can be used, water. And there is natural nutrition in which you use everything natural, herbs, sprouts, vegetarian food, fruits, everything that nature provides in abundance and as much raw as possible will change the landscape of as many diseases. And we work with teams of Ayurveda doctors, homeopaths, naturopaths, yoga experts, meditation experts. We do meditation in pools, water workouts, treks, smelling of flowers, visuals, sound therapy. We do everything it takes to get people back to life.
My last question to you, Dr. Vicky Mehta, is that if a patient who's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and the fear of death is very real in their mind based on what doctors tell them, what would you tell this person?
It's up to you whether to allow death to take you away or allow life to make you live long. The life is in you yet. The death has not come yet. So what is available to you, grow it, put attention on it, and the life forces grow. The life force will grow.
Great, great.
And then you will get energized, maximized, optimized, naturalized, internalized, eternalized, immunized, humanized, revitalized, regularized, mesmerized, hypnotized, and you will get revolutionized and get Mickey-mized.
Absolutely. Dr. Vicky Mehta, it is such a pleasure always to speak to you, but this project is so close to my heart, and I really wanted you to be a part of it. So glad that you agreed so graciously. So thank you so much. Is there any question that you feel that I've missed, something that you really want to let the world know about cancer and defeating cancer?
So for all diseases, observing silence and shavasana are ultimate tools with calm and relaxed and gathered orchestrated breath. These can really turn around many cases. Your immunity goes up, your clarity goes up, vision goes up, positivity, creativity, optimism, faith, self-belief, confidence, everything goes up. And your body receives all the therapies with open arms. Your physiology, your biology changes. Dr. Bruce Lipton says the biology of belief. Believe that you will get healed, believe that you are healing, and believe that you will be healthy. So Dr. Bruce Lipton says your belief can change your biology. Dr. Vicky Mehta says your breath can change your hormonology. Your meditation can change your emotions and psychology.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr.